Hi all, the estimate from Beyond Gravestone just came in, here it is. We'll bring printed copies also. And that was at 5:39.
Waiting for them to go.
She's on her way. Huh?
No, they go get copies of it?
Well, she said she's coming with. Who? Who is? No.
Who? They're gonna have a breakfast with veterans, they were supposed to bring, who's that guy?
Who's that guy? I can't remember.
He's always with Fox's Foods. And I told her to talk to you or Peter, and because they're looking for veterans.
Okay, we talked about it after.
Okay, we're at that.
Roll.
Alright, so Reese's on her way, but it's 6 o'clock, so we'll call the meeting to order. And we're gonna start our meetings from now on with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence for the two deceased Bristol officers and the injured and their family. Thank you.
Oh, I
So, audience of citizens, I guess we do not have one. I thought maybe that gentleman would be here, but I guess he gave the bids to Risa, who is on her way. So we'll wait for that. Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes of the previous meeting? Yes, no? Why? You good?
I move there something.
Andra, you good?
Am I seated?
She's not seated.
Oh, she said,
Well, because Risa is coming,
yeah,
so you have all 5 members. So if Risa.
so she doesn't vote.
Correct.
Okay, she's just an observer.
At this
We
one.
have a quorum.
Sorry. Well,
If,
we will when Risa gets
if there
there,
was somebody missing,
which she
then you
is.
could move to see Andra. But Risa is supposed to come in.
I think that's her walking discussion.
So we'll have a
Okay.
full member.
Is there any admissions or corrections to the minutes?
Was that seconded?
Not, now I'm entertaining a motion. Second?
Second.
Stephen seconded. All in favor? Aye. And here she comes. Ta-da.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
We have estimates.
Yes, we know. We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
Okay. So, under old business, we were all over at Ledge Cemetery when Risa brought the gentleman in from Gravestones to Life or whatever, Beyond. Yeah.
Yeah, the Grace House.
And since then, Woody had the trimmers in there, and they whacked out all that stuff. I don't know if anybody had a chance to go over there. And the price was only $7,800. So under new business, we're gonna make a motion for his guys to go in there and topsoil and seed that. But when I was there, the neighbor was over and she just loved everything that was happening over there. So, like I said, under new business, we're gonna make a motion that his people go in. It might not be this year, but next year to seed it and topsoil and seed it. As far as the Worthington Fire District goes, after this meeting last month, Mr. Benson and myself met with Arosh and explained everything to him. And told him how we called Art Powers. He said, well, I'm gonna call him right now. As we sat there, he called him and it went right to voicemail. So it does every time we call. So we kind of told him what's happening there. He's just a figurehead and, he really has no control. So we suggested that he get a hold of our town attorney and figure out something. But from the history of the Worthington and the Kensington Fire District, they hate the town of Berlin, they don't want money, yada, yada, yada. Well, I don't want to get into that, but we are probably gonna wind up getting a hold harmless clause from our attorney to their attorney so that we can go in there and trim the trees on their property that are invading our space so that we can fix that fence. So that's probably what's gonna happen, because they are not gonna do anything. This has been going on for, coming up on 2 years, right, Mr. Benson?
That's right.
Correct?
Remember.
And we thought about going to one of their meetings, but they would probably throw us out, so this would probably be the way to do it. So that's where we are with that. The fence at Beckley Cemetery on Route 160, when Steve's guys get time, they're going to go in and rip the old fence down so that he can get a hold of the Britain Fence Company to install the new fence. Hopefully he has time to do that this year, if not, it'll be in the spring. We have also taken out a purchase order for Beyond the Graves for $9,500. That's already been taken out, so when Risa gets a chance to tell us what's going on, we'll see what we can do there. We also, that gentleman told us about this D2 formula to clean the gravestones. Well, I purchased it for $37 for a quart. A gallon is $87 and change. So Steve and I went over there and we followed the instructions and we did it both ways. One you use water, one you don't. And in the meantime, Steve had brought some Simple Green, which is like $12 a gallon. And we did some stones right opposite. And I gotta be honest with you, there's no difference. So, we might wanna talk about in the spring, getting the Boy Scouts and Eagle Scouts involved. We could supply the Simple Green, some sprayers, some brushes, and start that project. But we both agreed that the Simple Green at $12 a gallon compared to $87 a gallon, it's the same thing, and if not better. So I understand what that gentleman, he's professional and all that stuff, but we're not gonna spend that kind of money. We would spend thousands of dollars to do one cemetery. So that's where we are with the old business that I had. Does anybody else have any other old business?
Yes, I got the estimate today from Beyond the Gravestone. I spoke to Will Cornell. The estimate came out to $7,650 even for 11 stones.
The 12 stones he marked, or 11, whatever it was?
Yeah, 11 for the 11 stones he marked. It is a full detailed estimate with the stone and process for each. So we can move ahead with that if we are all in agreement that is the price we would like to.
Well, let's bring that up under new business. Okay. We also, Steve is not here, but he told me, I think I already prefaced that, how under new business, we're gonna make a motion for them to go into topsoil and seed that. Like I said, it only came out to $7,800. He was figuring it was gonna be more. He's still waiting for the bids for the contractor about the mowing and cleanup of the cemeteries. He hasn't responded yet, but there's still lots of time on that because the contract, I think he said, goes to the end of the year. What else did he tell me? Oh, the fence at Beckley, as soon as he gets all the ball fields squared away and all that, they'll be tearing that down. I think that's all he had to tell you. I thought he was gonna call in, but he must still be at Hatfield.
And the debris at Mill Street Park there, it still hasn't been cut down.
Yeah, I called Steve Carp a couple of weeks ago and asked him, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll remind him again. When you go down Mill Street, just to the right, where we took that tree down and all that, there's a bunch of growth that's grown
West
up
side.
on the river,
West
yeah.
side.
And Steve's got, I don't know if they're getting a little crazy, I mean, that's Park and Recs, I would think. But he's saying, no, it's the towns because they don't have the equipment to do it.
Need that big arm.
Yeah, so I'll,
You're talking about the growth going
yeah,
down into the river, right?
yeah, on this side of the
Yeah.
river, yeah. So I'll give Carp a call tomorrow, remind him of that.
That's great.
So that's all I have for old business. Rita had her old business. Does anybody else have any other old business? Okay, new business. I'd like to have a motion that Steve's guys go in and do the topsoil and seeding at Ledge Cemetery.
I'll move.
So moved, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
What was that exact, 90 what, 70 what? How much money?
For, oh, trimming? It was $7,800. And we had budgeted more. So. All right, so, under new business, Lisa, if you could maybe highlight exactly what he's gonna do on those stones, just,
You want to talk?
Sure.
oh, you have copies?
Yeah, I printed copies for
Oh.
everybody, it's 2 pages. Should be enough, it might not be enough.
No, I think it's on the back. Oh, no, it's 2 pages.
2 pages?
It's 2 pages. It's 2 double-sided pages.
Oh, so he's broken it up by stone.
Yeah, he broke it down by stone, by process. Each line item is inclusive of labor and materials.
So, he marked, you're saying that this is for 11 stones that he marked?
Yes.
You didn't,
Yeah,
you
we-
didn't feel that any other ones had to be done? Those-
Oh, no, there's more to be done.
He's
Oh,
working
yeah,
down, but we start with.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm just verifying, that's all.
Because Steven told us we had $9,500 in the budget to
Yeah.
do this. We didn't tell him though. So looking at some are 450, 750, 900, 750, 300.
There's one that's 1,200, that's the most expensive.
Ooh, the last one,
The
the
most,
Deacons,
yeah.
Deacon Porter,
Um,
brownstone.
probably because it's a brownstone and it needs delamination repair. But everything is on here, so.
A cracked stand, stone covered and protected from the weather, so clearing is complete. Fracture stand is repaired and fixed.
Well, I'll tell you, I have never seen anything like this. Talk about a comprehensive,
Yes.
Yeah, he spells it all out.
you have to be kidding. This is, if his work is as good as his proposal, I think this is gonna be a home run.
Well, you know, being that we budgeted $9,500 and he came in at $7,650 or whatever it is, I think we should try it. You gotta remember that nobody's done anything in them cemeteries for years,
If ever.
if ever, true. So, if we continue to get the budget from the town like we are, and once our fencing is done, we could spend more money for the maintenance of the stones and go cemetery by cemetery like we talked about.
Yeah.
And also getting Eagle Scouts involved for the cleaning part, which we would take off of here.
Yep.
Okay? I think at that price, we should try it.
He did say, at our last meeting, that they offer training for us to do minor repair and cleaning. And we can mention other people who make it like a community project, like Eagle Scouts, and that will take our costs down as well.
Yeah, as far as the cleaning part, like I said, Steve and I went over there and did it with
Yeah.
Simple Green, just a soft brush. Someday you guys get a chance to go over there, you'll spot them, they just stick right out. But I would entertain a motion that we hired this gentleman, I don't know if we'll be able to do it this year because the weather's getting,
I think it's
remember he
too
told
cold.
us it
You
was
say
like
below 40
40
degrees at
degrees.
night, I think we're well past that, we'll have to do it in the spring.
but at least we'll be on the list in the spring for the first time.
Yeah, and we're in the same fiscal year, so it's not
Yeah.
gonna affect anything.
Yeah, we got the money till June 30th, so.
Mr. Chairman, I'd be happy to make that motion. We didn't come all this way to, put this on hold or delay it another year or, I think we,
I agree.
how long are these numbers good for? What's the duration of
This
it?
is good for, it says the expiration date is the same day as today, so obviously that's not correct.
Well,
So I'm not
I
I'm sure he's gonna hold it for us
No,
for the
I'm
he
spring.
sure.
can't do it this year,
Because you
so-
can't do it this year, so
Right.
I'm sure it'll be good for next spring, but I can reach out to him and confirm that.
Well, then I'll make the motion contingent that we'll do it at this price, contingent on him keeping this price until summer of next year.
Okay, I will second the motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. This is good.
Well.
And that'll give us something to measure, you know, to see how good a job he does, and like I said, once we get our,
Prices he's back.
Yeah. oh, we saw it, yeah. But our basic expense is the fencing, and that's gonna be done this year, Beckley. So now, if we keep getting the $38,000 from the town, we'll be able to sink a lot of that, you know, and go cemetery by cemetery.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
So, you know, it's not gonna happen overnight, it's probably gonna be 7, 8, 9 years, as long as we're alive. Well, us old guys might not be here, but you'll be in charge.
Charlie, you're gonna have to sign one of the contracts,
Sure,
alright, that's clear.
one of these that he gave us,
Right. So sign-
anywhere? On the back?
Yeah, on the back.
Oh, accepted by, that would be me. I love
And
spending
then I'll
other
also
people's
put
money.
a rose too, sign it.
Okay,
That's great, good work.
Thank you. I'm very pleased this worked out. And I emailed everybody the PDF of this, so everybody should have a copy.
today's the 20th,
It
right?
is the 20th. You need a copy of your records.
Well, yeah, well, John's gonna have it, right?
Technically.
Yeah, cool. All right, any other new business?
That's a lot of accomplishments.
Not bad for, what have we been together, less than 2 years,
3 years,
3 years now,
3 years. I
Yeah,
don't know.
is it?
I don't know.
they coming up on 3.
Time goes by
That
fast, like having
goes
fun.
by.
Well-
It's already 3 years in March or
Yeah, maybe. The town's getting the big bang for the stuff, for the minimum amount of money we're spending.
I think so, yeah. And a lot of good stuff is getting done. And once we get this going, down the road, people keep it going.
Well, with regard to the contractor that Woody hasn't heard from yet,
Well,
they were in at Wilcox this past week.
Yeah.
And it looks better than what my guy is doing in Main Brothers.
well,
So, yeah, it really looks sharp.
but if we keep after it and every year watch the trimming part, you know, and it's not gonna cost you $10,000 to go in. They might just have to, maybe some of the stuff Woody's guys can do too, you know, the light trimming, if we keep after it, so.
The guys from Amtrak, even came up and saw the cemetery.
Oh,
They couldn't believe it was a jungle and now it's all cleared out.
Yeah, the neighbors are happy, I spoke to one of them, she's real happy. Yeah. And he's taking, I don't know if you guys noticed, with the leads, they're taking the signs off the post and they're putting them on the fence now, because that fence is so close together, and they're gonna do all the rest of the cemeteries like that too.
Great.
So, people will know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So if there's no other new business, our next meeting will be November 17th here, and I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Go ahead,
so.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Alright,
Aye.
Beautiful. Thank you, Risa.
thank you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you very much.
Nice job.
That was great.
Thank you, I'm so glad this worked out.
Yeah.
well, it's a no-brainer,
All right.
you know?
Yeah.
And proof will be in the pudding after he does it.
Yep.
Yep.
And hopefully it works out.